Hallå och välkommen tillbaka till Aokana avsnitt 12. Idag så vet jag inte vad som händer. Vi ska träna lite fram till Golden Week. Jag vet inte vad det är för dag så att det är lite svårt att säga exakt hur långt det är kvar dit. Men vi ska tydligen på någon slags training camp då. Så vi håller på att träna fram till dess. Men nu har vi tränat klart för idag så att nu flyger vi hemåt. Och vi ska gå in i spelet här och fortsätta. Jag ska ta lite att dricka kanske. Jag skulle kunna ta en snus också. För att... för kropp och själ så att säga. För kropp och själ. Sådär någonting. Nu går vi in i spelet. Nu är det då. Practice was a lot of fun today. Right. Man, I'm gonna have to completely change my plans for tomorrow. Now I gotta explain advanced flying circus skills to people who can't even fly properly. Well, explaining them is the easy part. Actually learning to perform them is a whole other story. Jag tror bara att det är någon vecka kvar. För de pratade någonting om det förut, att det var så här. Fram tills dess kommer vi bara göra simpla grejer. Och nu är det liksom, fram tills dess måste ni bli bäst. There's also a ton of other stuff I have to do. Need to make sure they know all the rules, as well as basic strategy. Plus, we need to pencil in time to practice all this. Why did Aoi-san schedule such an unreasonable training camp? There's no time to actually prepare for it. Masaya-san? Huh? Did you say something? Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was lost in thought. Because of the training camp? How'd you guess? You've been acting strange since that conversation with Miss Kagami. I see. I was trying not to let my worries show, but I guess I'm a bad actor. Need to work on my poker face. I know I'm not a good flyer yet, but I'm really trying to improve, so... But please don't give up on me. Give up on you? I catch myself before I finish that sentence. She's probably worried that she forced me into all of this by asking for my help. From Asuka's perspective, I didn't choose to be her coach, which is why she's worried about me sticking around. Add that on to how worried I must look, and it's only natural that she thinks I might quit. I've already failed as a coach if I'm making my team feel uneasy. Don't worry, I'm in this for the long haul. Really? You bet. But what if I'm bad? I'll make you carry around a tire as you fly. Say what? Don't tell me Misaka-chan was right about you being a sadistic drill sergeant. That's for you to find out, but... Hey, I promise to make sure you at least enjoy it. I smile at Asuka. I would be a bad coach if I only made you suffer. Oh, Asuka turns my smile. Right, having fun is really important. Fun, huh? Maybe I need to find the fun in coaching. Just don't blame me if things get tough. I would never. Guess I'll really have to drill it into your body. There's no way around it. Va? Got it, coach. Please drill it into me. Alltså... måste bara kolla en grej här. VNDB. Aokana. Okej. Jag tror eventuellt... att... ska vi kolla på Steam-sidan också? För jag tror lite... kolla, det är fan... Eller att det är 50% på det här spelet just nu. Är det bara för att... De har någon så här rhythm-festival just nu. Det här spelet heter Four Rhythms Across the Blue. Undrar om det är därför. Det är lite skumt i så fall. Men... jag undrar om... Jag vet inte, det känns som att översättningen är lite sådär... De försöker göra en lite halv degenerate meme-aktig lite då och då. Jag vet inte om den är så egentligen. vet inte. Men det är lite intressant. Jag tror inte det är rea på andra grejer också. Det hade ju varit intressant. Jag tror inte det. Jag tror mest att det är rea på... det är 20% på den här visual novelen som släpptes för inte jättelänge sedan som jag vill spela sen. Nej, skitsamma. Vi fortsätter. You know, you should really think before you speak. Well, whatever. Keep up the good work tomorrow. Thanks, I will. Glad she's so into all this. Yeah, I can do this. She softly touches her hair tie. She softly touches the hair tie she's using for her side ponytail as she says that. Almost feels like she's making some kind of wow. Whoa, wow. That hair tie is designed to look like a feather. It really fits someone as bubbly as Asuka, but for a second, something about it gives me the chills. Gave me the chills. That is something wrong? No, just wondering if touching your hair tie is some kind of habit. Oh, Asuka laughs awkwardly. Seems she's embarrassed. It's kind of like my lucky charm. I see. A personal treasure, basically. I see. Oh, we're almost there. The terminal comes into view. Practice is going to get a lot harder starting tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, and you better keep up. Yes, coach. Asuka's reply is full of energy. That's good. There's almost no time until the training camp. Luckily, there's a clear-cut deadline that makes it easy to work out a schedule. Everything's going just as Miss Kagami planned. It's frustrating that I'm dancing to her tune, but I'll have to put up with it for now. Just need to focus on the upcoming training camp. Kolla! Episod 2, Circus in the Sky, slut. Oj, fick en achievement. Next episode. Everyone's surprised at the sudden announcement. Jaha. Jag gillar ändå att de har sån här recap. Jag missade det förra gången för jag bara skippade direkt. Episod 3, Rivals. Okej, det är lite intressant att de har gjort det på det sättet, men okej. Okej, Sleepover. Golden Week has begun. Ja, de hoppar direkt till det alltså. Okej, intressant. Jag borde ha avslutat där förra gången, men ja. Jag måste till jobbet snart så jag har inte tid med det. Golden Week has begun. Okay. Aoi-san is currently leading everyone in the Kunahama Academy Flying Circus Club to our training camp. The students have that much power over the school. Yes. Instead of a student council, Takafuji Academy has something called an administrative council. And I hear they practically run the school. They have a lot of students too. The main school in Tokyo alone has over 6,000. Their Fukura Island branch obviously doesn't reach anywhere near the number. But it's still a Brobdingnagigan school. Va? A Brobdingnagigan school? You are locals, you should at least know the building. Det är lite häftig bilden då. Jag gillar ändå den här bilden. Skulle man börja med mer unika tumnaglar så kan man ju faktiskt ta en skärmdump på det här. För den där är lite rolig. I've seen it around. I was just thinking that literally no one these days would use that word. Ouch! Madoka tilts to the side at a strange angle. Hey, Miss Kagami, don't go bumping into me. What was your point, younger Aoyagi? Are you trying to say I'm out of touch because of my age? I would never. Honestly, you got a lot more chic lately, haven't you? And here I thought you were a well-behaved student. I was just trying to be more open and honest, but I'm reconsidering that as we speak. I opt out of the situation. Aoi-san is clearly pissed, even if it doesn't show on her face. Your Madoka-chan is in big trouble. This is your time to shine, big bro. Save this damsel in distress, big bro. Did you see now? Did you see how she just snuck up on Madoka and totally threw her off balance? She's seriously skilled. Well, I admit that was impressive, but it's better not to try that during normal flight. Madoka, you're part of the Konohama Academy Flying Circus Club. Steal all the moves she uses on you during your special lessons. I'm the manager, okay? Just save me. Any more of this, my limb makeup will be ruined. The membranes rubbing against my skin and make it come off. What? Limb makeup? She means less is more. She means less is more. Oh, a YSK kind of thing then? Why? You should know. Kanske. Huh? I don't really understand, but I'll take your word for it. Vad betyder det? You should know kanske. Det är den där YSK. Får bara upp massa jysk. Ysk, du borde veta. Ja. Du borde veta. Okej. Jag tror det betyder. Det verkar som att det är det jag får upp. I alla fall den första länken är You should know. Vem fan skriver det? Du glömde din laddare på kontoret idag och informerade dig eftersom YSK. YSK, hur din rapport gjorde så stor skillnad vid mötet idag. Fortsätt så. Nej. Vad äckligt. Jag vet inte om den är direkt översatt kanske, men det är fortfarande lite så här. I fly over to Oisan in order to ask her a question. Why are we flying to them? There are better means of transport. Think of it as practice. I don't get it. I knit my brows in confusion. To be honest, there wasn't enough time to organize stuff after I applied for the training camp. Forget transportation. I even had to force Takafuji to change their plans to fit us in. And they're fine with that? Now I'm getting uneasy for an entirely different reason. Also, we don't have enough funds for a bus. Anyway, who cares? This is a flying circus club, so don't complain about flying. How about we take turns singing to relieve your boredom? It's not like I want this to feel like some camping trip. Well, if you want another reason, I choose to fly over. I honestly don't even care anymore. I wanted to see how much progress my apprentices and students have made in a week. I had lost interest and started to move my eyes away from her. But hearing that makes me turn back toward her instantly. What? Does that have you all emotional? She has a smug look on her face, but I can also sense a hint of kindness within it that most people wouldn't register. You'd know how much they've improved if you actually showed up to practice at all. I reply in an accusatory tone. I mean, come on. How can a club advisor not even show up to practice once? Your excuse sounds way too forced to move me to tears. I'll think about it. Doubt it. Well, something tells me they've still got a long way to go. Huh? What do you mean by blah blah blah? Excuse me. Asuka's suddenly flying right next to me. What's the matter? Do you need help with your form again or something? I can't say I don't, but... jag kanske råkar skippa något. Right, Kurashina. Just be straight with him. Only way he'll get better is if he knows he's a bad coach. Do you always have to trash me? I swear, she's constantly bad-mouthing me. It really sucks. Oh no. He's a great coach. In fact, he's totally wasted on me. No need to exaggerate, but thanks. So, what's up? Well, Miss Kagami didn't finish telling me about the school we're heading to, so... I'm wondering if she forgot. Phew. Right, Asuka, tell her. Pretending to blow smoke out of a cigarette that's not even lit can't save her. You're looking pretty smug, Mazaya. I pretended not to hear that. You're misunderstanding, Krishina. I just finished part 1, that's all. We're about to get right into the depths of part 2. Why is she being so dramatic? That's gotta be one of the worst excuses I've ever heard. Oh, okay, I see, I'm sorry. I didn't realize part 2 was coming. And this gullible girl actually believes her. Quit lying to her, you totally just forgot. I see my little... Vad hände där? Det kom fram något text lite så här snabbt där. Jag vill veta vad det stod. Jag tror vi kan gå tillbaks. Quick jump completed. Ga. Det stod bara ga. I see my little quips stung pretty deep. Master of the obsolete Aoi. Jaha, det är det. Madoka flies off sideways in an exaggerated manner as Oisan's palm grazes her. No! How can you use such a dangerous move on a manager? Consider yourself lucky. You'd already be dead if I got serious. Ha! Impressive! I can't believe she's even mastered the assassin's fist. You need to steal that move from her too. Do you want your little sister to become a killer? Yeah, this is getting way too weird. Better get away from Oisan while I still can. Whoa, there... Asuka follows me. Looks like she did it without really thinking. Miss Kagame seems preoccupied. How about I pick up where she left off? Oh, in that case... Asuka presses her hands together mid-sentence, as if she suddenly remembered something. I thought I heard Miss Kagame call you her apprentice earlier. You must have been hearing things. Oh, okay. Guess you're right. Asuka's absolute faith in me makes me feel bad. But there's nothing I can do about that. Don't really feel like explaining our past right now. Oh, we're here. Can you tell me more about the Takafuji Academy then? Miss Kagame said it's very big, but how exactly... Stop. You're telling me to wait again? The part 2 Miss Kagame mentioned is over and there's going to be a part 3? No, it's just seeing is believing. Huh? I tell our entire group to stop. Below us is an area far too large to be a normal campus. We're there. We are there. We're there. Episod 3. Rivals. Jag hade väl redan fått en episod 3. Fukuro Island is located 5.4 kilometers southwest of Kunahama Island. It takes 19 minutes to cross by ferry. And in the northeastern part of Fukuro Island is this school. Så inte den skolan är exakt likadan ut som deras. Eller bara att man kommer ihåg den från openingen där. So, this is Takafuji Academy's Fukuro Island branch, huh? Whoa, it's huge! Asuka gives her honest impression. Didn't you get the option to attend Takafuji, Kuroshina? Yeah, it's nearby, and it's a really prestigious school. I did, but... Any specific reason you didn't choose it? Moving between classrooms is hard when the school is big. Frankly, that kind of response suits Asuka best. None of you choose to attend Takafuji either, right? Well... I choose Kunahama because it's close by. That's my default answer to the question. And it's what I want to believe too. But honestly, I know that wasn't my real reason. After all, I've been trying to avoid flying circus for a while now. That's why I chose Kunahama Academy, which wasn't known for flying circus. And somehow I still ended up getting involved with the sport. Aoi-san was the first person I ever lied to about my motives. Though I'm guessing she saw right through me from the start. I choose Kunahama because it's flying clubs. I choose Kunahama because its flying circus club is weak. Can't say I expected him to share my thought process. We'll start off as a circle with no members, no place to practice and no club room. Then we do well enough to attract new members and become an official club. And finally we win the nationals on our first try. That's my dream. Doesn't the idea get you pumped? But now you're a senior, and none of that's happened. So what? It's never too late. The key to our victory is muscles. Huh? How does that work? Do I need to bulk up to help us win? Mushroom seems pretty worried by that thought. Man, reality's a harsh mistress. In his 3 years, the Kunahama Academy Flying Circus Club accomplished nothing and lost all of its members. Also, someone should speak up about the win the nationals part. What are you talking about, Chion? I remember you begging your teacher for a recommendation for Takafuji. You'd be in there if you didn't fail the entrance exam. Ugh. Takafuji Academy failed to set the true potential of my muscle. And I shall make them pay for it. Didn't you lose to one of their students recently? That was then. This is now. You never quit, do you? Maybe it's the power of his muscles. Considering my situation, I'm actually kinda jealous, though I'd still never wish I'd be like him. What about you two? It seemed like a pain. Takafuji is for rich kids. I think that's a bit of an overstatement. Is it the same for you, Madoka-chan? Nah, for me, smaller is better. With a big school, it's like there's way too many people. Make it easy to get lost in the shuffle, you know. So I figured I'd go to a school that was more low-key. That way, whenever big stuff happened, I could grab the spotlight and become a main heroine. Förutom att de inte är det i det här spelet då. Just call me super duper main heroine Madoka-chan. Do you even get how arrogant you sound? Somehow, I get a feeling that I should give up on her. By the way, what was that you talked about earlier? The administrative council, I mean. Roughly speaking, the students of Takafuji are in charge of running the school. Though, of course, that's only at face value. And the members of the administrative council are at the top of that food chain. I see. Doesn't click. Well, here's a good example. The Takafuji Flying Circus Club doesn't have a supervisor right now. Well, they do have one, but only on paper. Huh? A prestigious school like that doesn't have a Flying Circus Club advisor? Vänta. They had one before last year. Nu börjar jag bli lite förvirrande i mitt huvud. Något prata, det vill säga. What happened? He got so caught up in protecting the image of the school that he started telling people to win at any cost. Eventually, the students got fed up with his lack of care for their health and impeached him. Who's in charge now? The person who rallied the rest of the club members to remove their old advisor. He's been in charge ever since, and it would be an understatement to say he performed well last year. Under his watch, the members improved by leaps and bounds, and he even personally took home the regional championship last year. I'm talking about their Flying Circus Club president. We have eagerly awaited your arrival. Vem är det här då? I turn toward the person who just addressed us. And when I do, I see a rather large number of students that have gathered before us. There's probably more than 50 of them. I'm guessing that's the Takafuji Academy's Flying Circus Club. No need to guess because I spot an all too familiar face. Didn't expect the entire club to come greet us. And the one who called out to us, positioned at the center of the lined up students, is... Greetings, Kunahama Academy Flying Circus Club. Right, I should have known. Huh? Do you know her? Madoka asks. Kind of. Huh? Don't tell me Sato-san is the president you were talking about. No, she's not. Where's Shindo? Shindo? Kazunari Shindo. That's the name of the president. He's the strongest Skywalker of our generation. Kazunari Shindo. Never heard of him. Oh, I've heard the name before. He's pretty famous. Apparently he's the role model of every young Skywalker. Oh, really? I've had my hands full, so I never bothered to scout potential opponents. My bad. I'm totally failing as a coach right now. Should start paying more attention to Flying Circus news. But putting that aside... Something urgent came up that required his attention. Our club has more than enough managers, but there's some administrative... Jag vet inte vad hon ska få för oss. Vilken jobbig situation man hamnar i nu. Jag vet inte riktigt vad hon ska få för röst. Something urgent came up that required his attention. Our club has more than enough managers, but there's some administrative work that only he can take care of. About 7 or 8 students all bow their heads when she brings up their managers. Guess that's the way of introducing themselves. No worries. Quality is way more important than quantity. Damn. That means we're 700 times worse instead of only 7. Rude. I'll ignore our barely functioning manager for now. Can't believe they have so many people in supporting roles. No wonder they housed the reigning champion. He's also been very eager awaiting your arrival, so I'm sure he will be here soon. Eagerly awaiting us, huh? Going by what Oisan said, this joint training camp is effectively the same as us forcing ourselves into Takafuji's practice. It would be nice if everyone actually wanted us here, but I doubt they do. Allow me, the Vice President, to welcome you in his place. I am Takafuji's Violet Rose, Reiko Satoin. Miss Kagami, is she also a famous Skywalker? I've never heard of her. She sure doesn't mind words. Sounds like a rich girl. She's acting really pretentious. Mashura seems annoyed by her attitude. In any case, it's simply wonderful that you traveled so far to stay with us. I thank you on behalf of the Takafuji Academy Flying Circus Club. You must be exhausted from the long journey. Allow me to guide you to our club room. Hand me your luggage, I shall carry it. Saying so, Sato-san comes over to get our bags herself. Wouldn't say it was a journey, but it's nice to see she actually cares. I take back what I just said. Maybe she's not all bad. Right, she's actually a pretentious, humble, rich girl. That makes no sense. Misaki is just contradicting herself there. Plus, she's wrong on both counts. Sato-san is just a genuinely kind person. No, you can leave that for later. Oh my. That seems odd. They're still young, so it's better for them to warm up right now, eh? There she goes again. What are we supposed to do if our warm up ends poorly? The looks on everyone but Asuka's face makes it clear we're thinking along the same lines. However, that isn't even the strangest thing she has said. I mean, what does being young have to do with anything? I'm sure all of us want to ask her that question, but we avoid it in order to ensure our continued survival. Come to think of it, we haven't introduced ourselves yet. I'm the club advisor, Aoi Kagami. Some of the Takafuji girls let out cheers as she introduces herself. Seems the once legendary Aoi Kagami is still known among young Skywalkers. I'm not surprised. She had a ton of fans back in the day, and most of them were girls. Quiet down. Sato-san scolds them. Masaya. Got it. Urged on by her gaze, I decide to introduce myself. Thank you for making this training camp possible. I'm Masaya Hinata, a sophomore at Kunahama Academy. I also currently serve as the coach of our Flying Circus Club. A player and a coach, huh? You're the same as our president then? No, I'm just a coach. Oh my. All of the Takafuji students seem surprised by that fact. Makes sense. It's pretty unusual for someone our age to be just a coach. Even Shindo-san, the top Skywalker of our generation, does both. That must mean they take me for some genius strategist. Damn, I wanna go home now. That said, it's not like I'm anything special. Masaya is amazing. He's leading the whole club on his own. What are you saying? I was trying to lower their expectations, but she has ruined everything. He's also incredibly mature. You can't even compare him to someone as irresponsible as me. That's why I'm leaving him in charge. Seriously, cut it out. Wait, what? I had to have misheard that, right? You can't be serious. You're not actually leaving us here, are you? Don't worry. I'll come to pick you up when the training camp's done. That's not the problem here. Listen, if I stick around, that girl won't be able to focus on practice. She winks at the girl who's staring at her as she says that. Shrill cheers erupt once more. Okay. All jokes aside, didn't really sound like a joke to me. No teachers allowed. That was one of their conditions. I'm sure you can pass for a student. Keep that up and your face will meet my heels. But she really does look young. Oi-san turns to face Sato-san. So far, I've left the club in his capable hands. Think of him as Kunahama's Shindo. No, please don't. Sure, I haven't even met Shindo-san, but he sounds way more amazing than me. Hinata is the one who made his training camp a reality. I don't know if this is her sick idea of payback, but either way, she keeps making the situation worse for me. Oh my, how impressive. And the problem is, everyone from Takafuji is buying into her crap. Ugh, I'm screwed. Alright, I'm heading out now. I can't believe you're actually abandoning us. I know she's not the type to change her mind, but still. Fine, and I'm giving up on stopping you, so please do something about the president before you leave. What? He's down in the dumps because you made me seem like the leader. I only just noticed that Shion looks devastated. His reaction is honestly kind of cute, which doesn't suit him at all. I'm impressed by your observational skill, Mazaya. That's beside the point. It's a coach's job to cheer up his team. Don't worry, this should be no sweat for someone with such a keen eye. Flattery will get you nowhere. Quit trying to avoid a problem. Oh, look at the time. I'm outside of working hours already. Time to close up shop for the day. Sorry. Oi. Hey, Miss Kagami. If you notice that all on your own, you should try to fix it on your own too. Show everyone what you're made of, okay? So what? So what? She's saying this is a test of my leadership skills or something. Fine, I'll take care of it. Can't really count on her to handle it anyway. I turn to face everyone from Takafuji Academy again. Let me continue where I left off. This here is our very dependable club president. President's ears twitch when he hears that. No one I know is as muscular as him. His bulging biceps are a huge help during practice. That's right, I'm Shion Ayagi, a senior at Kunahama Academy. Let's all work on our muscles together during this training camp. Det här måste man ju spara på en voice bookmark, för det kändes ändå extremt viktigt. Shion returns in all his glory. Why are you talking about his muscles so much? That makes us sound like a pack of freaks. Better be careful. If you keep making us look bad, I promise they'll stop talking to you. Unfortunately, the way I handled that is met with contempt by some of our female members. I'll just pretend I didn't hear that. Introductions continue on after Shion. Me next. I'm Asuka Kurashina, a sophomore. Quiet murmurs erupt among Takafuji's club members. What's up with them? It's actually only been 3 weeks since I started flying, and I don't have any real flying circus experience, but the buzz has grown louder. Oh, I see. Takafuji people keep glancing between Asuka and Satoin-san. That makes sense. They must all know that Asuka scored a point on Satoin-san. On top of that, she started flying only 3 weeks ago. If you look at the timeline, she'd only been at it for a week back then, but it's no wonder they're all confused. Her stock must have taken a big hit thanks to that revelation. I look at Satoin-san as that thought runs through my mind. It has been a while, Asuka Kurashina. Oh yeah, Satoin-san, I'm glad you remember me. I never forget a name. Besides, didn't you introduce yourself a moment ago? I look forward to the chance I'll get to redeem myself. Let's make it a great match. I'm looking forward to it too. Let's do our best out there. Satoin-san directs an elegant bow at Asuka, which she hurriedly tries to return. Wow. That's a little unexpected. I thought she might hold a grudge and go all, that was nothing but a fluke, or something. Actually, the Takafuji students all seem really composed too. Maybe Satoin-san's a better leader than I thought. And there's still someone above her, Shindo-san. Takafuji Academy's Fukuru Island branch, huh? A certain girl I know has been glaring daggers at me this entire time. The expression she has on her face makes me pray that she only looks like her, but I know that isn't true. Anyway, introductions continue. Ja, men jag måste typ ta avslutet nu. Jag tror det här kommer hålla på ett tag och jag måste gå till jobbet nu. Så jag är ledsen. Men vi tar och avslutar där. Jag vill tacka så mycket för att ni har tittat, så får vi fortsätta imorgon och tills dess får ni ha det bra. Vi hörs. Hej!